It's hard to remember, and I'm sure there are examples, but they're just not front of mind for me, of a new coach having as much buy-in from his team as quickly as Manny Diaz has that Duke team fully bought in. I don't want to say easy, but it's easy. No, I'm going to say easy. It's easy to have everybody bought in during a close back-and-forth game. When they score, you score. They score, you score. Because it feels like you're in it. It's even easier to have everyone bought in when you have a lead, right? When you're up 20-0, everybody loves what the coach is doing. Being down 20-8 with 8 minutes left in the third, it's more difficult to have everybody bought in. Fingers might start getting pointed. But they didn't waver at all. I brought it up right from the moment they went down 20-0. Star Thomas had 18 carries. Now, you may say that's just a commitment to the run. I say he went bananas. 18 carries, 122 yards, and a touchdown. 2 catches for 45 yards and a touchdown. Peyton Thomas, I said Peyton Jones earlier. I think it's Peyton. Either way. Peyton, their other running back, 3 carries for 35 yards and a touchdown.
The 20-yarder that ended up being the game winner.
That is a heck of a statement from that team. Peyton Jones. I was right the first time. I don't know. I was confusing the 2 running backs. Peyton Jones had 3 carries for 35 yards and a touchdown. They went down big, and 20-0 is big, and realized they could bully the other team and just methodically mowed them down. There were a few big throws. Don't get me wrong. Murphy was there, especially the deep ball to Jordan Moore. Like there was that. But this was a big-time smash people win that started halfway through the third quarter. And nobody looked surprised by it. Nobody looked like, hey, coach, shouldn't we be throwing the football? We're down 3 scores. They looked like, no. Coach, you think the thing we can do is run the ball? Let's run the ball. And they did that, and they did that, and they're 5-0. Manny Diaz, let's jump to the patience line here. Manny Diaz on why patience was important in the second half.
We had to get the mindset that the way to come back was going to be through body blows. You know, we made a reference of just keep hitting singles. Because what happens is you try to get it all back at once, and that really is what they wanted us to do. They wanted us to get impatient on offense, try to get it all back on at one time instead of just go to work on him, and that's what we did. And Star Thomas, I mean, what an inspiration that guy is for our team. Not just the way he runs. I mean, like I said, the line and tight ends did a great job opening up the holes, but just what he does when he gets in the secondary. It just felt like he got stronger and stronger as the game went on.
Oh, for sure. The last quarter and a half, he had 122 yards rushing and like 40 yards receiving. I would say he was better at the end than at the beginning. Dennis, you brought up a good point. I don't want to say eerily similar because UNC's offense was performing at a higher level last year. Rightfully so. They had NFL talent there. But it did have flashes of that Georgia Tech comeback from a season ago.
Yeah, how did Georgia Tech come back and win that game? Running the football.
Ball. And that is an unusual way to give up multi-score leads, is to let the other team pound the rock. Like if you're completing, chunk plays, long passes, getting out of bounds, stopping the clock, incompletions, stopping the clock, and you come back, we've seen great quarterbacks lead those in the past, but it's kind of rare to get up multi-score, 3 scores, and have the opposing team decide we're going to run the ball to come back and have it work. And it's now happened 2 very obvious times in the last 2 years against UNC. So there might be something there that they need to evaluate. And might not even be the right term there. That might be a definite.